Hi there. Okay, I am going to paint today instead of just doing the gesso, and I've kind of gotten some of my colors that I want on my palette, and I actually was trying to get my CD music going, and I ended up getting a lot of what I just mixed all over my painting shirt. Anyway, that's okay. That's why you don't wear good clothes when you paint. The CD I'm playing is from a good friend of mine. He's given me permission to use or to play his CDs when I paint, and I'll give him credit also in all the wording. And his name is David Carr Jr. He and I have been friends a long time, and so I've got some of his CDs here, and I'm gonna be playing those while I paint. I'm not one of those that dances while I paint. I know some people do that or need fast music. Painting is just therapy for me, especially now, so it's okay if it's not fast or dance music, that kind of thing. So this is perfect. And while I was mixing the paints, I'll show you my paper towel that I put all the paint on. It's kind of cool, kind of pretty. So anyway, before I get started, sometimes I will use black paint and make marks, and then sometimes I'll use graphite. And today I'm going to use graphite and some color pencils, because what I'm doing is I'm starting a whole new series of small paintings, and my goal is to have a good body of work that I can start an Etsy shop on and start selling smaller paintings and kind of go from there. So, and you'll notice I've got two caps on today. It is cold here in Texas. We're having a really cold front that starts tomorrow with snow. We even had some soft snow going earlier off and on here. And we're in Plano, Texas, so we're north of Dallas. But we're about to have some days of snow and wintry mix. And so we're going to just kind of hunker down and stay in. And who knows, I might get a lot of painting done. But before I get started on this painting, I'll show you a glimpse of the texture that I did the other day. It's been dried, and so it's got some good texture. This new series that I'm going to be doing is called Color Song. And I love color, I love music, and I thought, why not put it together and also have David's CD playing? So this is perfect. So I'm going to get started. But before I do, sometimes I like to put, if I know the name of the series ahead of time, I might even write it on the canvas before I even start painting. And it's going to get covered up. It doesn't matter. One of the paintings that I did, if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see Conversations. It started out as Take Time to Play. And I think there's 4 or 5 videos until I completed it, because it kept changing drastically. It looked different every time I painted. And I didn't know what I was going to call it till I was done. So sometimes that's how it works, and then sometimes you know a little bit about what you're going to do. And so this one's going to be called Color Song. And so I'm going to just make some random marks, and these are just whatever, okay? I may be covering all of it up. It might have some of it show later, who knows? But I did a painting years ago called Grids, and I really liked it, and I have not gotten back to something like that, but this may have kind of a grid effect. And so here's some colored pencils. A good friend of mine sent me one of those adult coloring books, and also some colored pencils. So I'm just going to use some colored pencils, and I'm going to write Color Song on here and just make some marks with some different colors. I'll do some blue so you can see it maybe. With the texture, it may kind of catch, and you may want to just do some other mark making with that lines up with some of the texture. That's okay. Anything goes. When you're an artist, like whatever you want to do. You don't know how it's going to turn out. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So it has the word color song, and I'll actually go over it in the graphite again. So you see the word color song. That's going to be the name of this new series. So I've got that one done. I might start out making some other marks. This is with pink on this one, and that might be color song 1, and this might be color song 2. And then we'll just kind of make some other marks, whatever we want to. Again, it's going to get covered up. This is just playing. When you get to play, it kind of gets you ready for what's coming next, but it feels so good just to play. When you paint, don't be so serious, just have fun with it. That's the way to do it. Alright, so we've made a mess of both of these. Again, they're going to get covered up. Does not matter. I'm going to go back to 1, and I'm just going to kind of start with maybe a darker color and just put some paint down. Again, this is just random. Got another color here. Okay, while that one's kind of drying, we're going to go to the next one. It's so cool to work on 2 at a time because it kind of dries maybe a little bit while you're working on this one. Even if it doesn't dry completely, I'm okay with that. And oh, the reason I have 2 hats because it is cold here in Texas, and because I'm bald right now, I ended up putting this one and this one over it. My good friend Paula Finner sent this one to me. My daughter bought this one, and so kind of gives me a double coating to keep my head warm. And all right, let's just see. This is some of that paint that I mixed up that had purple, and I put some of it on my shirt accidentally. So we're just going to kind of take some of it. I may have to mix more, but right now I'm okay with what I've got here. That grid effect that I did years ago, I'm kind of trying to, in this whole process, create something like that. I don't know what it's going to look like. We're just going to have fun. Alright, there's that one. We'll go back and forth today until I kind of get to where I want to stop, and I'll watch the time. Alright, let's see what we can do. You know, blue and orange are complementary, so I'm kind of just adding some of that on here. And this is going to have quite a few layers of fun. All right, let's go back here. Because that was purple. Let's add some teal, a lighter teal. I like these two colors together. Even when they're mixed, they're really pretty. The purple and teal mix is just beautiful. I may add a little bit of a lighter yellow to this too, because purple and yellow are complementary. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right here. It's just kind of what colors you want to put down. I may put some of this really pretty coral color that I made up. Because I didn't mix too many piles, I didn't want this to be too long a video, and I didn't want to waste any paint, but I'll probably try to use up some of what I've got. And then I've got a little bit of a gray mixture that I mixed some of the teal and that coral color together, and it created a cool gray. Kind of got a little darker and a little lighter gray going. We're just barely starting. There's going to be lots of this going on. All right, what color next? I think I'm going to add a little darker of a black color maybe. I like a little black contrast going on sometimes. Not worried about composition right now. Want to see it up close? All right. I'm going to add a little of that black to this one too. If you like David's CD, it's David Carr, C-A-R-R, Jr., saxophonist. And let him know you heard it on my YouTube channel. Okay, I want to add some of this lighter yellow on here too. And this is a darker of one of those colors, so I'm kind of trying to have some different values next to maybe some of those colors. And I may go back in with some of the blue again. You'll see it come together. It just may take a lot of paint, a lot of layers. Okay, that's that one. And I'm gonna add some pink. Some actually magenta, I think is what this one is. Think of a song as you're just one note at a time, and so that's kind of what is inspiring me on this one. And then I've got a little lighter pink that I'll put maybe in different places up next to it, and then even a lighter one of that. So to do that with this one, so I'm going to go back I added a little pink to that, so we'll add a little bit of pink on that one too. There's no mistakes in art, it's just again having fun. Whatever color feels like doing next. Okay, I'm also going to go back with the graphite. I probably need to sharpen it. I'll do that before the next video. And I think I'm going to go ahead and stop and just kind of show you up close and personal each one where we are now, and we'll continue them on another video. As you can tell, they're a little different color palette on each, and there may be a few colors that are added to both of them, but they're a little different. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.